All right, let's see what we got here. Gonna move my mic around a little bit. Give this the old college try. Maybe somewhere around here. Okay. That gives me some decent space to work with. I don't know how I sound talking this way, but let's see. If I jump to this screen, stream should see my little Reaper setup here. Okay. I don't know how the quality of that's showing up on there, on my little OBS screen. It's pretty tiny though. Now, fingers crossed I get some noise coming out from playing my little keyboard here. Looks good on Reaper's side. I can hear it in my headphones, and it also looks like getting some output from OBS, which is fantastic news. Let's see how loud strings are. Not bad. Okay. I do not need to get into everything here. Like I said, there's a few things I'd like to get going through the course of the stream, but at least for a little bit, I might mess around with some music. What else do we have? Let me think real quick. Ah, okay, I know. I need to test. Well, yeah, okay, we'll get the testing done first. Then we will move on to hopefully some music or drawing or something. I don't know. Actually, getting something done beyond just troubleshooting. Okay. So, first, I'm going to need this cord I've got. That's right. This is a USB. What is this? Micro USB? Then over here, I've got a camera, which I should be able to plug into. Oh, this one's USB-C. Okay. Well, let's see. I'm sure I got one of those. Indeed we do. Okay. Let's see. Bam. Want power on here. Okay. Let's get the plug connected. And then, which button's enter? Is it this? Indeed it is. Okay. Hang with me for just one moment. I am going to try to change our screen here. Oh, excuse me. Apologies. I've been trying to shake a cold for a while now, and it has been difficult. Okay, if I move to this shot, this is going to be that. Maybe. We'll try bam, bam. Hey, look at that. Okay. Sorry about the mess. This is kind of my current setup though. Got a little deal there. Got my computer over here. I'll give a better tour later. This was just to make sure that everything works here on this little webcam kind of deal I've got. I say webcam, but this thing's like a full-on 90s looking digital handheld camera. Okay. We'll move away from that screen then. Back to green. I guess let's power this bad boy off. There we go. Close that up. Unhook my cord, because I am going to need this now. And put her away. Okay. If I'm not mistaken, oh boy, that's a lot of dust. That is a lot of dust. Okay. Now I need to do a couple more things. I need to pull open a program to do some art in. We'll try that. You are downloaded, aren't you? Oh, it might not be actually. Okay. Well, I'm going to be using Krita, Krita. I've used it in the past. I say this, although I'm very much not an artist. But at the very least, I appreciate that it's free to use. It's open source, I think. Is it technically open source? If not, it's pretty dang close. But it is very nice to have on hand. I've enjoyed working with it with my limited expertise, I'd say. I don't even know if I should put that word in there despite how limited it is. Yeah, I do have a little dinky drawing tablet, which I'm going to try to connect to this computer real quick. Lickety split like. And I'm going to see if that syncs up properly. All right, where's that cord I was looking for? Check downloads, bam. That's the wrong cord. Probably heard that. That is me getting my Krita setup going. Krita, I don't know how it's pronounced, but I know it's useful software. I can tell you that much for free. Right, drawing tablet is all plugged in. Probably heard that as well. And now we begin the download. I guess in the meantime, we've still got, yeah, strings are still up. Oh, but you're not going to be able to hear them. Yeah, my little music setup is more difficult than I had anticipated initially. Took quite a bit of troubleshooting, but the audio interface I have does not work seamlessly with OBS, meaning I need to figure out a way to loop the audio into itself so that you can hear the keyboard and its inputs through MIDI. Okay, let's see. Excuse me. 25 years of Krita. I did not know it was that old. What's that put us at? 2001? Wow, it's been around longer than I'd expected. Either way, we'll open a new image. Here, we can actually jump back to our little screen here. We'll just go with whatever this standard kind of template is. And yes, okay, so currently I'm using a little drawing tablet. It looks like clicking uses the ink. Very fun, okay. Eraser should be this. No. There it is. Oops. Looks like long press turns that on or off. You know, I don't really have to erase all that. Like I said, I'm just testing some stuff out. Okay, so camera works, this works, my music works. I think then probably what I'm going to do is actually move back to the music for a while. I might bounce back to some of this again later, but for now, music's where my head's at. So let's use it while we got it. Oh, okay. I'm sure I've said it before, but I will say it again. This channel was originally created as a way for me to, at least in theory, motivate myself to create, I guess, for lack of a better word. So far, it hasn't done a whole lot of that. But now's better late than never. So, yeah, I mean, I like making music. I like creating stuff. I just don't do much of it. And that's unfortunate in my opinion. But tonight, let's try to make something. We'll make a new project here. Kaya 1. Here, I'll just show you what this was. It's messy for sure, but I was trying to come up with some music to make for my D&D campaign. It's very East Asian inspired, so I was trying to use some instruments tied to that. I say some because really I didn't use a whole lot tied to it. But here we go. This was a little guitar piece I kind of made. It needs refining for sure. Yeah, like I said, need some work, but I at least like the feel of it. It's kind of in the right vein, the ballpark I was going for. And I guess I also had these background instruments making some stuff up. So I do remember this. I think this was actually the original idea for the piece of music. Either way, let me see. We might actually jump through a couple of these real quick. Kaya 2. What's this one? Do I save this? Sure. Reaper, like Krita, is also a very user-friendly. I don't know if that's the word I'm looking for. It's not very expensive as far as digital audio workstations or DAWs go. It can do just about anything you need it to. And while it might not be super straightforward to a new user, I really appreciate that it's not built on a subscription system. Like it feels like everything else is these days, you know? That goes for art with all your Adobes, your Photoshops, all that stuff. Music with your Cubases and Abletons and all that stuff. At least I think they are. I don't know. Maybe it's just paper version, but either way, Reaper significantly cheaper has been my experience, and it's really nice because it's very customizable. Though I haven't really gotten deep into all that. Let's just listen to this one and see what we've got here. This is probably the full track, and I was definitely unhappy with something in here. Otherwise, I probably would have completed it. But guys, that's kind of the story of my life here. I'll start something, I'll get a ways into it, and then I'll realize I actually don't like what I have anymore. But here's what we do have. I'm already remembering some of this. There's our base. I knew I heard you. This actually isn't so bad with some time away from it. I don't think it's the greatest thing ever, but honestly, that's not as bad as I recall it being, so maybe space is a good thing to have here. Okay, let's back out a little bit. Chains. That's something I was just working on recently. It's not very good. Lo-fi. I don't know what's in here. Some of this stuff is going to be from older... Save project? Sure. Some of this is definitely going to be from older computers. I think I pulled some from my old laptop, actually, which I have not used in quite some time. That thing kind of lit itself on fire while I was using it, I'd say. And I decided that's probably, about all she's got. I really like that machine, but 10 years of hard labor will do that to a laptop, I guess. I don't know. If I remember correctly, just based on the name, this is something that I was just messing around with, goofing around with, that was for, what was it? I think I was just at I was building a rental home for my parents, doing the construction and stuff, and having a housewarming party? Nope. Maybe? I don't know. What do the keys sound like on this? You can see I've got this little recording icon, meaning that instrument's all synced up. So there should be keys if I start playing my keyboard here. Okay. Little fun thing to play along with. Nothing groundbreaking. Although you're not going to find that really in any of my projects. Okay, lo-fi. Piracy. This is definitely one of them from that housewarming party thing I was talking about. A bunch of siblings and I decided to... What's that in there? Ample guitar. Okay, well this one might be a little lacking then. But I was just waiting for people to show up. Had a little MIDI controller, so a baby keyboard looking thing, and my laptop, and I just made some tracks to kill some time and have some fun. This one's probably no good, no bueno, because, yep, we're missing this entire one. Okay. Well, let's say that's our beat then. Okay. I can't even find the rhythm with this. I don't know what I was doing here, but this is nonsense. We'll save it because it's funny. I need to delete that. I'm trying to do less deleting of my stuff. I never like what I have, but I also know getting rid of it is not the right call. Rage Amphere. Okay. The Amphere project was something me and a buddy were working on. It is a group of dragons for D&D, but they're amphibians, so it's like, what if they were frogs instead of lizards? Yeah, we had 7 customized dragons, some regions, some lore, some stats. I was trying to make some music for them, and eventually, this was a stretch, but I wanted to make some art for them as well, and we were going to put together a whole project, a YouTube video, a series maybe. Didn't happen, as you can tell, but this will be interesting to see. I don't remember recording anything for Rage. If I remember correctly, the only thing I had was I wanted to implement something crazy, and that was you know that frog? I think it was Warner Brothers. Would come out singing "Hello, my baby, hello, my honey, hello, my ragtime gal." Well, that's not that. There it is. I told you. Hello, my ragtime gal. Okay, I kind of remember this now. Kind of like that bass. Okay, what's this then? Because that's what we've got for a different track. Okay, it's a copy of that. Gotcha. We'll mute that. What do we have here? We got 2 recording. We'll start with the top. Very quiet. Wonder why. We had this. Interesting. What do we have for percussion? This is the full perk pad. It sure is. So nothing there. Cello, really. This is really interesting to get back into. It's okay. It's like I remember half of these ideas. Fun. Okay, we'll leave it. Solo 1. We'll leave that one as is, just because I might have messed with something accidentally. Yeah, like I remember part of that. I remember that da 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 da. I kind of remember that, wow, but the other instruments, cello, harmonic something, and piano, I don't remember those being factored in at all, honestly. Has it been that long, or is my memory getting that bad? I do not know. All right, what do we have here? This. I like this a lot, actually. This sounds like something that'd be kind of fun to rap over, honestly. I don't rap, so keep that in mind, but I don't know. these aren't going to be any good lyrics. It's just rhythm talks. Wearing socks. Going fishing, I got locks. Chicken pox. Picking up rocks. Man, this kind of sucks. I don't know that. Okay, what did I have for a solo instrument? This might be louder than me, anyways. Let's see. I'm gonna lower the master on this, I think. Just a hair. Okay. Now I remember. Okay, this is a good one. Yeah, okay. I am having a good time with this one again. Okay. You can't see, but I got a big smile on my face. I don't know, this one's just fun to play, but it's real simple, but there's something to this. Okay. We're gonna call it there on that then. Let's open. Okay, that was solo 1. Solo 2 was this one is good. One way to find out. I gotta do some cleaning in here. There's some real nonsense happening out in my my workspace, my home, my room, my shack, whatever you want to call it. Okay. Yeah, that's the loop. Kind of fun. And I see we got a keyboard, it looks like. This one kind of stinks, I won't lie. This is not the instrument I should be using. Ducky. Fun to play with, not to eat. Well, I say that. That's actually a bad... I don't even know what to call it, just... What a riff. That's music. Quip. People eat duck everywhere. Okay, let's try... We'll just... An electric piano. If I remember correctly, harmonics piano is real nice sounding. Okay. Not bad. The other one's definitely better, though. Like, easy peasy. Technologic. Okay. Yeah, we'll play it. Why not? I don't like the sound of my own voice, but this was a fun one to do. I was trying to mimic Pentatonix's technologic part because my brother sent me a clip of something similar. And I think this is the result.
Buy it, use it, break it, fix it, trash it, change it, mail, upgrade it, charge it, point it, zoom it, press it, snap it, work it, quick erase it, write it, cut it, paste it, save it, load it, check it, quick rewrite it, plug it, play it, burn it, rip it, drag and drop it, zip, unzip it, lock it, fill it, call it, find it, view it, code it, jam, unlock it, surf it, scroll it, pause it, click it, pause it, crack it, switch, update it, leave it, read it, tune it, print it, scan it, send it, fax, rename it, touch it, bring it, Technologic.
Yep, that's all there is. No, we're done. That's all there is to it. Took a long time just to try to sort out the parts. Is the main thing. Underwater. What is this? I don't remember this one. Oops. Let's see if I can play some music. Nope. We're maybe crashing. Cool. I'll give it a second, see if it bounces back. And it did. Nice. All right, let's see. Is this just short or just long? Just short. Perfect. Okay. Yeah, let's play with this one for a second. Doesn't have to be. Do I want all that? Oh, I don't. Also, it looks like I picked the wrong instrument. I'm gonna try that again with labs. There we go. This is what we're looking for if it decides to load in. I have this a little separate from the main bubble here because it kept crashing, and I'd prefer it to crash its own tab rather than the entire. Oh, it wants me to log in. Okay. Let's see if I can remember this. Nope, that's not it. Let's try this one. There we go. Okay, back to it. Okay, we're on labs. Let's find, well, let's just start by playing this again. Actually, we're going to move this here. Turn that down here. Find ourselves. Maybe not. Also, we're gonna turn that off. I don't like hearing the metronome all the time. Fun, but not what we're looking for right now. It's all of those. Okay, I'm gonna jump back to green for you guys real quick, just to make sure. Okay, yeah, there's a lot more here than I thought there was. Shouldn't be an issue though. We'll call this bam, and we'll drop that. We'll drop that, and we'll drop that. And this, I guess. There's more going in here than I thought. Okay, should be good to go again though. All right. We were in the Fun Ideas tab. That means we got Ampere tracks. And this is going to be more of that kind of Ampere project I was talking about before. I don't remember what's actually stuff that was being used and what's just stuff I dropped in here because it felt fitting, but we're about to find out. This one's called Ampere-ish, so maybe it hit the vibes right or something. My naming sense with files is not great. I've got like, here, let me find out for you. I have 492 voice memos on my phone. And all of them are named and tagged with a name and what kind of instrument it is, whether that's like voice or piano or guitar or whatever. But the names are horrible. Like, I'm never going to be able to find anything just for that alone. Wow, there's a lot going on with this one. Let's see this. Okay, got it. So this is the growth Ampere, I believe. Yeah, definitely. This is a creature that propagates by nature. It's like picture a gigantic salamander absolutely covered in kind of a mossy algae back. And everything around it within a particular vicinity just sprouts. It grows at like incredible rates. I wanted this to sound a little alien because I want this thing to seem a little alien at the same time. Big, beady black eyes. This salamander is like probably 30 feet long. And it is growth, meaning that even if you're like injured or something, your cells will self-replicate very quickly, but to the point where it's almost a threat to yourself. If you stay too long, it's draining all the energy you got in yourself just to force more growth. And yeah, we had a whole kind of combat encounter designed around that, but never quite got around to it. So this might be one of the most complete tracks that we have. What is this though? This little bit here. Okay, I like that a lot, but I see why it didn't fit. Okay, fair enough. Okay, that was Amphirish. And we've got Dawn. This one's also, they say done, but there's a lot I'd like to change on this one. I like the idea. Dawn is a, what is Dawn? It's a glass frog. That's right. A giant glass frog that lives out in the ocean. And there is this bloom of algae in kind of its wake, its territory. That's very reflective, refractive, and just kind of rainbow colored under the light of the sun, the moon, whatever. And it's a dangerous place to be for sure. All of these guys are. They're supposed to be big bad dragons, except, you know, the aquatic, semi-aquatic versions. Amphibious, I guess. And that refraction kind of mentality was what I took to make this track. Wow, there's a lot going on here. I didn't know there were this many instruments. Interesting. Okay, this is what this one sounds like. It's a little weird, but... I wanted it to sound like this was bouncing around a whole lot. Not particularly, like, high energy, per se, but... I was trying to figure out musically, how do you show glassy, reflective, refractive, iridescent, whatever you want to call it. It's not bad. I do like this one quite a bit, especially the idea, but I feel like it could be improved on some. And then right back into it. Let's see. Okay, so if we're on... Wait, what is this? Yeah, stuff like that. Just really drippy, rainy. I don't even know. It's hard to describe. It's hard to explain. And I know I want to change it, but I don't even know how to describe what I want to change. Oops. Harp melody. This is definitely not a done one. No, we'll leave that one as is. Whatever this is, it's incomplete. I know that because I do not remember it. And we might be crashing again. We'll give it a second to catch up. All right. Let's see what we can do here. Aha, we're back. Looks like the answer was just to give up. Okay. Let's try it again. I like that. It doesn't, I don't know. It doesn't really fit what I'm going for with this project, but I definitely like it. It's very, what am I even doing there? I gotta move some stuff real quick. It's in my way. Okay, now I've got my full keyboard with access to it. Something like that. Okay. Yeah, very, I don't know, medieval sounding, I guess, which is definitely a vibe I don't mind going for, but it doesn't match this Ampere project so much. Hearth, this is another done one, although I'd like to touch this one up as well. If you're not catching the MO by now, it's that I start things, I never finish them. And the closer I get to finishing, the more I dislike what I have, and I want to scrap the whole thing and start fresh. But the Hearth Ampere is a, what is it? It's a coin to it, I believe. And we wanted it to be to live kind of in a chain of islands, underwater volcanoes and stuff. This hot spot of the ocean. And yeah, coin frog, that's right. It's come back to me now. Because of that, it needed to sound more tropical, at least in my mind, and this is where we ended up. Am I wrong? What is this? This is not what I remember. Hearth? Okay, well, scrap that. I have no idea what this is. Okay, I like that a lot, actually. What's going on here with marimbas? Why can't we hear it? Okay, what was I thinking of then? Ah, okay. So it looks like what happened here is I actually have a different hearth one, meaning I don't know what I'm going to do with that. Or this. Hmm. Now I think it's all over the place. Okay. Let me think. I remember this one goes. It's very guitar, like flamenco almost sounding. I think flamenco is the genre I'm talking about. If it's not, feel free to correct me. Definitely more of a Latin feel, though. Okay, yep, this is the one. I could tell because there's so much going on. Wow, there's more here than I thought there was. Okay, let's see how this goes. Shaker and bongos. We got our guitar background. Okay. Yeah, that's the one I thought that I was talking about before. But apparently I got a second one. This one's called Intro. Don't know what that means. Yeah, now we're definitely out of the spot I would recognize. Oh, it's short. Very short. Okay. What do we have here? Don't know because I tried to play and then we froze. This is happening more often than I'd hope. My computer's not new by any means, but... Oh, there's more here than I thought. I like that a lot. Let me see if I can mimic it. Those are good chords. I like those. Okay. We've got Spirit. What even is this? Oh, this is the one that sounds like a lullaby. I actually came up with this song separately and thought it might fit this okay. I don't know how much of it I got recorded in here, but I also don't know if I did it on a piano or a music box sounding thing. Pardon the yawn there, it's getting kind of late. And I didn't sleep well last night. Yeah, but this one, I'm also realizing I play a lot in the key of A minor. Probably because it's very easy to play on piano. All white keys, pretty much. And, well, I had a second half of that thought, but it seems to be gone now. Okay, let's just play this. Okay. I'm not realizing I use that key progression quite a bit. Which one? The, Yeah, I get why. I like it just from even that, but Storm, I don't remember having much of anything for this. It's probably just me trying to make a beat. I'm not good at that, but I needed one for this. This is going to sound a little more hip hop? I don't know. Electronic? Wow, I have no clue what these names are. Top hat, bass, and hairpin. What? Well, I have confused myself. This is what I mean by naming. I'll name things and then I just spell something. I think, oh, that looks goofy. And then I just completely change the name or the word. Okay, so that's base. Yeah, okay, whatever. Not great. Not horrible, but not great. Victory. This is probably just going to be another. Yeah, we'll see. Probably going to be another piano track. Something that sounds a little more joyful. I've used minor more than major as far as kind of, chord progressions go. I'm partial to them. I think they're a little more intense most of the time. And I don't love songs that just sound overwhelmingly happy. Really, what I should be aiming for, though, is I think more a mix between the two. Stuff that kind of drops in and out. I know classical music does a whole lot of start minor, go major, go back to minor, or the inverse, but I don't always love how sharp a change is in those, you know, classics, classical music. What do we have here? This might be a little quiet still. Very cinematic. Sounds like I need to go through and move some of these notes around to line them up a little more strictly. Yeah, okay. I remember that. Okay, there we go. So it goes. Huh. Excuse me. All right. We did that. We did that. We have not done this yet. What is this? Okay. It's another one with a mandolin, moon guitar, but it didn't get in. Okay, what do we have here? I see, okay. Yeah, okay. I was working in pentatonic scale there, trying to keep fifths or something. I don't know. I don't remember. So I know this name, Kroeng. This is from my campaign 1. A character there. I do not remember making a track. So this probably came from the laptop? You don't know. We'll find out in a second. I also remember music I wrote. Again, I got that 500 voice memos. A lot of music I was going to make is in there, and then just never made it to anything beyond the piano in front of me or the voice I had on me. Okay, labs. That doesn't tell me much. Let's see what we got. So, I mean, that's right. I don't remember recording this. What do we have here? You want it again? Dude, I just logged in. Hmm. Oops. I did not have my recording on. Okay, well, here we are again. Starting now. This is the start of the track. It's called Kroeng. It ties into my orcs for my campaign and the kind of music I had for them. It's just piano, but this is roughly the structure of kind of some background music for them. Yeah, not too exciting. Okay, what's next? There's more in here than I thought. Okay, you know what? Actually, I might go through the rest of those later. I'm making a new one though. Start with the labs. I just want to make something right now. If you make me log in again, I'm not going to be pleased. Oh, you guys probably did hear the Kurueng one. Because I had to open up the thing to log in. That's right. And I think that's when I jumped over to green on the screen. Okay, well, we logged in for free that time. That's nice. What do we have here? Interesting. Don't like that one a whole lot. Sax organ. Vocal pad. What do we have? We got our classic just grand piano. I know that. Is that Final Fantasy probably? I never played those games, but some of the music's, you know, everywhere. Has to be. I think that's Bach. I could be very wrong there. Maybe it's a classical composer. I know that much. Interesting. I got 5 on. Oh, that's not it at all. It just sounded like it to me. Interesting. Spool stabs. I like just messing around in these, even if I don't go anywhere with it. Well, that's goofy. Cello moods. C. Ah, okay, so let's start with the C. Side. Let's... I don't know if you guys can see, I have not changed the note at all, so they are playing different tones on there. Wire. I remember this one sounding very good, but also it gets very loud compared to how it starts. Yeah, see what I'm saying? I mean, it's very good, but it does ramp up in volume. So you can't hold it too long or it gets pretty crazy. So that's the highest we go, okay. Fun. I like it a lot. That's probably one of my favorites, actually. Is there a favorite button? There's not. Okay. Christmas could be a lot of bells. Yep. Glockenspiel. How's that go? And I don't want a lot for Christmas. There's just one thing I need. Just about 2 octaves higher and a lot better sang. Some Mariah Carey. I don't care about presents underneath the Christmas tree. That's such a catchy song. Like, I was talking with some friends. That might be the last big Christmas song that was kind of put out. And I say big as in, like, one of those songs that is just recognized everywhere, you know, as a Christmas song. Because I know there's been plenty of Christmas music made since as well, but for those that stuck, I don't know if there's anything that meets kind of that afterwards. What do we have here? More bells? So this is Christmas. Some John Lennon and Yoko Ono and whoever else is singing that with them. What do we have here? Mark Tree. Okay, it's more bells. Triangles, tubaphone. Fun. Okay, what's the Once Upon a December? I remember playing that a long time ago. It's like song, someone sing Once Upon December. Something like that. 2 bells. Yep. Soft mms. That doesn't sound like people. It doesn't sound bad, but it does not sound real. Well, now it sounds a little bit real. whistles. Okay, they're train whistles. Understood. Classic synths. I remember this one I think the first one sounds like the Axel F. Is that what the song was called? Doot, 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 doot. Yeah, that's definitely what I was thinking of. I like the rise on that. I see chrome. Yeah, that sounds metal. Industrial almost. Yeah, there's some crunch to it. Quad. Okay. Something I just played there reminded me of a Minecraft song, I think. The other lands? Other side? Other something? How's it go, though? Um. Hmm. What's that? Ooh, she's a little runaway. Is John Bon Jovi, maybe? That's something from either Undertale or the other one, Delta Rune. I don't remember. It's catchy though. Classic synth there. Okay, drums. Not gonna bother with that right now. Nope. Hmm. Okay, there we go. We're back. Lost my little window for a second. Ooh, that's fun. Strings. Okay, how expressive are these? Loud. I'll give them that much. I like those actually. Okay. What's the da, da, da. Did I already do that? Yeah, that's literally what I just did. Okay. No, there's a classical track I'm trying to remember that goes. It's very stringy. I mean, it might be that one, honestly. But it plays in the background of most musics where they're talking about like etiquette and stuff, I think. Just very fancy, refined kind of classical music. I need to mimic something like that for a YouTube video I'm trying to put together. Okay, maybe I make something up like that. Well, we're definitely on the instrument we're going to be using. Now I just need to mess around and find what we're looking for. We turn the volume down a hair so it doesn't sound quite as loud while I'm just messing around. That classic move right there, the Picardy third, we definitely want that in there. Actually gonna duplicate this bad boy. Gonna call one of you strings. This one will be piano. See, this is what I'm talking about. I should just name that piano, but I'm not going to because who knows why, honestly. Now I'm gonna find myself a piano sound though, just something that's a little easier to play. At least easier for my ears to pick out where the different notes are. Although maybe I should stick with strings because that's what it'll eventually be played on. I don't know. This might be a good chance to test this out. So strings are definitely louder than this bad boy. Let's turn volume back up a little. Okay, maybe we turn that back down. This one is where? Put it back at 0. Okay, fair enough. Maybe I'll figure this out later. I don't know if I'm going to keep streaming much longer tonight. I'm at least just coming up with some ideas and messing around with music. Let me think though. I know there was something else I needed for this video idea for music. I think actually I know what it is. Okay, so I want something that could sound like a beep. Let's try classic synths. We'll try the 1. Okay, let's try this. Just a beep. I mean, yeah, that's definitely a beep. You guys probably heard that as well. I don't know for sure. I need to find something that sounds like that though, so I can turn it into my outro song. Because I expect I'm going to be having a beep out a curse word or two at the end of my video. This video is going to be on a puzzle I made for my D&D group, and I recorded a bit of their reactions to this puzzle. And I got the reaction I was hoping for, which was a bit of anger. Is that the key we were in? Da... Da... Okay, there it is. Ooh, I like that a lot. Okay. Okay. Then for now, I'm going to put in a marker here. Well, let's see. Better get my stream back up. Make sure it's not down. Insert marker. We'll call it beep. We'll go 1, 2, 3, 4. Beep ends. Let's get our metronome on. Yeah, I realize now that's not what I wanted. Bad recording. Okay, let's try this again. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, it's just glass piano, but I love how that sounds. Okay, we're gonna save this project. We're gonna call this vid 1. Yeah, okay, that works. Close all that. And I think, like I said, I'm probably gonna call it here for the night. Not a lot got done, but more than 0. And that's something. If you popped in to check things out, then thanks for doing so, but what are you doing here? This is not a very interesting stream at all. Yeah, hopefully there's better stuff coming on the horizon. See you around. Bye-bye.